Good morning, Raider Nation. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Raider Reaction Morning Show. I am the Commish, and this is your Black Friday edition. We've made it through this short work week, and we're heading in to another weekend. Hallelujah. We're there. We made it. Now, the biggest talk through all of the first part of the Raider offseason was the quarterback position. Carr, bringing in a Mariota. There was talk of, are you going to possibly draft a quarterback? Are you going to pick up one of these veterans? So the signing of Mariota, it opened the floodgates to all kinds of continued talk about the quarterback position and coming into 2020. So let's take a second and dig into the QB position once again.
Is Carr the guy, or are they going to be moving on from him in the next year or so?
You know, actions speak louder than words, and John Gruden and Mike Mayock at the Combine and all these different places, they say all the right things, that Derek Carr is their guy, but then they're constantly flirting with Kyler Murray and Dwayne Haskins, and they're signing Marcus Mariota to a deal that could evolve into paying him starters money should he, take over that gig. So those actions don't say that. Now, Phil, I've seen every professional snap that Derek Carr has ever taken. I've seen every practice rep that I've been allowed to see, and I may be in the minority, but this is a guy who I believe can be a legitimate, maybe not top five, but an upper tier NFL quarterback. He can make every throw, and if you go back to 2016, when he had a loaded offensive line and lots of good skill players, he finished third in MVP voting, despite the fact that he broke his leg in week 16. I know that's in there. Now, Raiders fans don't believe me. The national media does not believe me, but I think that the stage is set for him to have a career year and find that 2016 form yet again that most fans think he has lost forever.
Now, one of the big positions that you did secure up last season was finding a solid starter after Jared Cook left the year before, losing a Pro Bowl tight end. Then you bring in Darren Waller to fill that gap as the starter. And what a year he had last year. Looking forward to see what Darren Waller has this year. And the hype it's league-wide, man. People know this guy's name now.
So let's go to the top 5 tight ends in the league, and I'm going to start with the Las Vegas Raiders, Darren Waller. Darren Waller was a wide receiver turned tight end in the league. Look, 4.46 speed, 37-inch vertical, had his first 1,000-yard season last year. He is the #1 playmaker for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Big pickups all off season long as the Raiders continued to plug gaps. They plugged it through the draft, but let's not forget, you got to take a look back at some of these big pickups that happened in the offseason, a little earlier in the offseason, and kind of seemed to get glazed over by everybody's excited about this draft class. But let's not forget some of the big acquisitions like Corey Littleton, let's not forget the veteran acquisition of Mr. Heath.
I had great conversations with Coach Gruden and Mr. Mayock and just had a great feeling about the spot, especially, being a first year in Las Vegas. Just exciting and a new change for everybody involved. It was funny when Coach Gruden was talking to me, he was, during free agency, he was like, I'm going to try to get Witten and Malik Collins too. And then before I even made my decision, I saw the scroll on ESPN, Malik Collins, Jason Witten signed with the Raiders. I'm like, oh yeah, I think that's my sign. I think I have to go ahead and do this too. It started in college. I played the strong safety role, the free safety role in college, as well as a kind of a nickel outside linebacker type player, which is becoming a lot more popular in the NFL now. Having that versatility is really what even allowed me to make a career in the NFL. And, obviously on defense, but maybe even more importantly in special teams, whether it's running down and covering kicks or, trying to block guys on punt return or blocking kicks, whatever it is, just trying to be versatile and give teams a reason to keep you on the roster. And that's really your goal in the NFL, is just stay around. Or my goal is just stay around for as long as possible and win as much as possible. And versatility is definitely super important for that. I went through something like that in Dallas where we had 5 DBs leave in free agency. All of our veteran DBs left in free agency, and we drafted 4 DBs. So I went from being like the youngest guy in the group to the oldest guy in the group with all these new, rookies, and I think we had a couple second-year guys. So that was an awesome opportunity, really, to just build a new kind of mentality, a new goal. And it sounds like we have that with Las Vegas too. You have a good group of veteran guys, a good group of young guys, and we're all new, and we're all going to be in a new place too. So we're all going to be going through that together, and it's just really exciting.
And the acquisition of Mr. Randall, who's helping shore up that secondary. Made in the offseason. All 3 of those guys are going to help solidify a defense, and I really think Paul Guenther is going to make things happen. He's got his toolbox full this year. So there's no more holes. If everybody stays healthy and things go in the right direction, I think you're going to see big things out of the defense this year. You know what time it is? It's time for Prime.
What's up? This is Prime with the Prime Cut on the Raider Reaction Morning Show. Just coming to you with a little bit of NFL news. It seems that there are rumors now that Jadeveon Clowney is going to be could be joining the Cleveland Browns. That's right, the Cleveland Browns have the highest offer on the table as of right now for Jadeveon Clowney. And I tell you what, if Jadeveon Clowney ends up on the Cleveland Browns, you're probably going to start hearing those same rumors you heard a couple years ago where everyone thought the Cleveland Browns were going to be going to the playoffs and, man, they were Super Bowl bound, they were going to win the division and all that kind of good stuff. Well, yeah, that hasn't happened, and now Baker Mayfield is still playing for his job this year. So we'll see how all that goes. Now, I don't know if you guys heard about the 4th and 15 rule that the NFL was going to be proposing at the executive meetings, but they were saying that instead of doing an onside kick, a team could then take the ball on their own 25-yard line and then have what is considered a 4th and 15. So it's kind of like the Mahomes rule or something like that, man. Just give the ball to him in 4th and 15, and Patrick Mahomes, yeah, he'll dial up 15 yards to Travis Kelce or something like that. I don't know, but the NFL has decided to table the 4th and 15 rule, and I think that's probably a good idea. I don't know. Part of me is all for the potential rule change, as in I think anything that promotes the league and keeps the offense on the field, that's one more down with the quarterback having the ball in his hands, is a good idea. But at the same time, still, special teams is a facet of the game that I think still needs to have a good role, like they've already pretty much nullified the onside kick with taking back the kickoff line or moving it up, pardon me. So all you get is, touchbacks, which reduces the amount of returns, which I guess is safer for the game, but whatever. Anyway, so they're going to table that rule for now. The NFL's not going to be changing it. That means we're going to have to deal with, a 10 to 12% success rate on onside kicks, and they're not really a viable answer when you're down, and you try to, whip out the bells and whistles, all the tricks and whatnot to try and get that first down or to try to retain the ball, or get that ball back in this case. So anyway, no rule changes so far. They tabled that, but the NFL still looks like they're on schedule. to open up facilities here in the near future, so we can have some OTAs and some training and some practice and all that kind of good stuff. Anyway, got to coach up these rookies, so we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to the start of the season. This is Prime. This is the Prime Cut. Have a great rest of your day.
Oh, yes! It's that time. It's time for D-Bag of the Day.
You, sir, are a fucking douchebag.
Alright, so I'm here for the D-Bag of the Day. And there's multiple D-Bags once again. All the people looting their own stores in their community. Fucking douchebags.
And now, to send you out on your Black Friday, so you can go out, grab it by the throat, and make it your bitch. It's your Raider quote of the day. Some of the best lessons I've learned are on a ball field. Being on time, being mentally tough, having some discipline, and being part of a team. Words from the coach, John Gruden. Do not forget, it's Black Friday, and you know what that means on Raider Reaction. We got a classic game tonight as we're going to open up the Silver and Black Theater once again, welcome you in, and we've got one tonight. Somebody, I forget who it was, but somebody requested, we'd done some 80s games, some 90s games, some 2000 games. Somebody requested a good 70s game with Jack Tatum flying around hitting motherfuckers in the mouth. And you ask, ye shall receive here on Raider Reaction. So tonight, we got some fucking tight-ass 70s action, man. A full game. You gotta check this one out. You are gonna love this flashback. So check it out tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, live, right here. Black Friday, Silver and Black Theater, and we'll welcome you in. Until then, I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.